Secretary of Transportation of your federal government, he tweeted the same thing, quote, "If you're a politician or a media figure who sets up the LGBTQ community to be hated and feared, not because any of us ever harmed you, but because you find it useful, don't you dare act surprised when this kind of violence follows. Don't you dare act surprised." Why, it's almost as though you had an agenda, and the agenda is that we have to support and celebrate everything that you want us to support and celebrate, or you're going to blame us for murder. Every major Democrat in America decided this was the fault of libs of TikTok, and Tucker Carlson, and Matt Walsh, Chris Rufo, and me, and any other American who did not like Drag Queen Story Hour, or who was not in favor of same-sex marriage, or who believed that transing the children is a bad thing. It was all our fault. It was our fault. It was your fault. If you believe that there's anything wrong with any of those things, then it is your fault if a deranged individual goes to a gay nightclub and shoots a bunch of people. Now,
they've been accusing us of posing a threat to children simply because we exist on planet Earth, and we warned them that inevitably this would result in violence, but they just couldn't help themselves. They couldn't help themselves from crafting one more fundraising email or hitting send on one more grotesque tweet. They couldn't help themselves as the temperature around the country continued to rise, as young people told us that life was getting less and less safe for them. They couldn't help themselves as armed protesters started showing up at drag shows across the country, or when white supremacists were being arrested outside of pride festivals. They couldn't help themselves when children's hospitals in Boston and other cities were getting bomb threats, having to install airport security terminals to keep people safe. They couldn't help themselves when a donut shop was firebombed for daring to advertise a drag show. And now 5 people went to a space that was supposed to be safe for them, a space like the one I knew well at Pulse nightclub, and they came out in body bags. Dozens of people were injured, scars they're going to carry forever. An entire community was terrorized. They paid the price for this short-sighted, cynical, and sinister hate that these people have been pumping into the ecosystem.
I would probably say, why don't you meet somebody and get to know their true heart before passing judgment? Because he really did harm a lot of pure, true hearts that I don't know if they'll be the same.